So previously last year I made a tutorial of this dress and oh my god, it blew. You guys showed much love. It is currently at 84,000 viewers and like I can't stop hiding my excitement. Like I'm so happy. So yes, I know you guys love the summer details. Okay, so I'm bringing it right to your doorstep. Okay, this tutorial is a Ruffles skirt tutorial. Okay, and it looks similar to the one on your screen, the dress I made. It's giving you flare vibes, it's giving you cute vibes, and you know I love yellow. So the original version is in multicolored version because I wanted to switch it up for it to be a little cute. So yes, I'm grabbing my yellow yarn and making something yellow, something, cool. Okay, so grab your items. Let's do this, baby girl. Okay, dearies, welcome back. For this tutorial, you are going to need um some yarns. Okay, I have my own yarn store. You can purchase these yarns on my craft store. I'll be leaving the link in the description box down below. But this is, enough. Okay, I'm going to make a full skirt out of it. And guys, the texture, like, very soft, very comfortable on the skin. I've personally used this for several projects before I even started my yarn shop, so I know how it is. Very chunky as well. Enough. Okay, it's not in small pieces. Okay, and I also sell hooks as well. I have almost everything you need. This is one of my new hooks. Okay, this is a 3.5mm hook. That's what you're going to use for this project. So you need a pair of scissors as well, and then some stitch markers. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, for the very first section, we are going to make the waistband of the skirt, and it's quite simple. Okay, I'm going to do a recap because I've been doing a lot of this in most of my videos. Okay, so first of all, you are going to make a slip knot. Okay, and then you chain a total of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, after chaining 10, we are going to add an additional of 2. Okay, as a turning chain. So chain 2, 1, 2, and you are going to do half double crochet stitches. Okay, to make a half double crochet, you are going to locate the third space from the hook. Okay, that's where you are going to put your half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. In the third space, you are going to yarn over. Okay, insert your hook, pull through. You are going to have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, let's do it again in the next stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that is a half double crochet. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And oh my god, this yarn is so comfortable. Like, it makes your work okay. So sorry about that, my lights went off, quite unfortunate. But yes, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we are going to have double crochet in all the stitches all the way down. Okay, go nicely, smoothly. If you have realized, this is not giving you that squeaky feel. Okay, I love this yarn. And then this is the last stitch. So in total, you must have 11 stitches. Okay, the first stitch was when you skipped to the third, so this is a stitch. Okay, so you must have 11 stitches, and the next row is going to be back loop. Okay, back loop, half double crochets. So first of all, you are going to chain a total of 2. 1, to turn over your work nicely. You are going to locate the back loops, okay? We have the front loops and we have the back loops, just like this, okay? So after chaining 2, please locate the back loops. You can see them right here, right here, right here, okay? So we are going to put our first half double crochet stitch in the first back loop. So yarn over, insert in the back loop, and half double crochet nicely. Next stitch, back loop, half double crochet, and we are going to half double crochet all the way down, keeping in mind that you must have 11 stitches, okay? 11 stitches throughout. You are making the waistband. And this is the last stitch. So 11 stitches in total, back loops. You chain 2, 1, 2, turn over your work, locate the back loops again. Okay, you can see them right here. Then half double crochet. So 11. Okay, remember the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, it's just raising the base. So you must have 11 stitch, half double crochets in the back loop. Please continue with this, okay, for the waistband, as long as you want your waist coverage. This yarn is much stretchy, so it will give you this beautiful stretchy effect. But I'll show you the number of rows I did. And yes, I'll be leaving a pattern link if you want to support me on my Etsy store. I'll be having a written pattern, okay, for it, so you can cross-check with your size chart, okay? So I'll see you when I'm done. So guys, I did a total of 55 rows of half double crochet with this weight of yarn, okay? And yeah, just to be sure, let me measure the waist. So this measures about 23 inches, and when stretched, it can go as far as 27 inch. So yeah, if you are within this range, okay, for your whole circumference of the waist, then we are good to go, okay? So the next step is to slip stitch to join. So with the loop left, okay, you are going to turn it this way and then grab the loop of the opposite side. Also grab the front loop and then just pull through, okay? Keep a tight grip and then slip stitch. Slip stitch to join. So this is the last slip stitch, and then turn your work so that the inside faces within. You are now going to work on the bottom aspect. Okay, so the next step is to clean the base of the skirt before we start the main section. To clean the base, we are just going to do a single crochet row. Okay, so we are going to chain 1 in that same stitch, single crochet, and then single crochet in all the spaces you find swiftly with a nice tension. Okay, just do it nicely. Single crochet. So you are cleaning the base, moving along all around. I'm going to meet you at the end and show you how to slip stitch. So this is going to be the last but one stitch. Okay, so find a way there, single crochet, and then you are going to grab the last loop, the very first single crochet you made. Sorry, you are going to insert your hook and then slip stitch nicely to join. Okay, now you are going to chain 1, just chain 1, pull a little yarn. Okay, we are not going to waste yarn here, so just pull a little, which you'll be weaving in. Grab your pair of scissors and cut it nicely, as you can see, and then you are going to weave in that one. But we are now going to work on the detail of the skirt, the interesting part. Okay, so I'll be making this, I'll make sure that this joint seam will be at the back. So this is actually going to be the front, so I'll make sure it's in the middle. I'll lay it down just like this. Okay, now watch carefully. So you are going to fold your band into 2. Now grab your stitch marker, and then you're going to find the middle, put the stitch marker there. Okay, nicely, so that you locate the very middle and you don't mess up. And you are going to grab your pair of, should I say pair of scissors, your tape measure. Okay, measure to, let's measure in inches. Okay, measure 1.8 inch away, so somewhere here. Okay, and then grab it and just put a stitch marker there. And then do the same thing for the opposite side as well. Okay, 1.8 inch, so somewhere here. Nicely. Okay, so you must have 3 stitch markers. That's where we are going to do the detail, but adjustments can be made. Okay, because you are trying to get a perfect middle to work on the details. Okay, I hope you get it. So now we are going to start from the sides. Okay, so grab your yarn again. Make your slip knot and join, attach it. So just, it shouldn't be accurate. I'm just going to double crochet. Okay, we are going to do double crochet. So first of all, you can see that I've made a slip knot on the hook, and then I yarn over already before I insert. Okay, and then pull through. You are going to have 3 loops on the hook. You are going to yarn over and pull through only 2 loops first before you yarn over and pull through all 2 loops, and that's a double crochet stitch. Okay, I'm going to repeat this in all the spaces. You can carry along the left yarn that was cut off. So you are going to double crochet nicely till you hit where the stitch markers are. As I said, some adjustments can be made on the way with regarding to the middle detail. So just watch carefully and you'll be able to follow this. So I'll meet you here, just here, and then I'll show you what to do. We just got to where the stitch marker is. Okay, this is where the stitch marker is. We are not going to put a stitch over there. Okay, so this is the last double crochet I'm making, and then we are going to chain 2. Okay, skip this stitch. Okay, skip this stitch where the stitch marker is, skip the next as well, and in the following we are going to put a total of 2 double crochets. So 1 and then 2. Okay, nicely. Then you are going to chain 2, go back in that same space, a total of 2 again. Okay, something familiar, right? The shell stitch, nicely made. Okay, so afterwards we are going to chain a total of 2. 1, 2, skip the next 2 stitches. In the third, put a total of 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and then nicely 3. You can see that coming out clearly. And then you chain 2 again. Once again, skip this next 2 stitch. Okay, so you can now remove the middle stitch marker. We are doing away with it. So skip the next 2. In the third, a total of 3. Okay, and then you are going to chain 2 again, skip the next 2. In the third, a total of 2 double crochets. Okay, chain 2 and then 2 double crochets, nicely made. Okay, do you see the chemistry here? Okay, middle detail done nicely. Okay, so you can now remove your stitch marker, and then finally you are going to chain a total of 2, skip the next 2. In the third, double crochet, and then we are going to double crochet all around. Okay, just put a double crochet in each. Okay, you can weave in the yarn by hiding it under the seam over here. When we get here, I'll show you what to do. We are going to obviously slip stitch, but yeah, this is the detail we are going to make. Okay, so I did my double crochet all around, and this is the last stitch I placed here. Okay, so we are going to slip stitch to join nicely, and we begin our next row. Aren't you excited? So yeah, slip stitch to join swiftly, insert your hooks, and then slip stitch just like that. Okay, nothing special. Okay, let me focus. So yeah, we're going to chain a total of 2, and then go to the next stitch, double crochet, and then we are just going to apply regular double crochet in all the stitches. You realize that this chain 2 does not count as a stitch in this case, so the first one falls right on it. Okay, take notice of this. So you are going to double crochet all the way till you meet here. Okay, the last double crochet before the chain, and then we are going to work on our little cute detail. So we are here with our little cute detail. Okay, this is the last double crochet I just placed here. I'm going to chain a total of 2. Okay, move right in the previous chain 2 for the shell, go directly there, a total of 2 double crochet, and then you chain 2, go back there, and then an extra 2, just like the same shell. Okay, nothing special. And then we are going to move on with these 2. Okay, but first we are going to deal with this. Okay, so first chain 2. Okay, now you see there's 3 double crochets in the same stitch. We are going to locate the very first one, and we are going to put a total of 2 only on top of the first one. So 1 double crochet, and then the second one 2. Nicely done. We are now going to move to the middle, okay, and put a double crochet there, just 1. Okay, and then finally you are going to move to the last and put a total of 2. So 1 and then 2. You must have a total of 5 double crochets now, right, building up from the beginning. Okay, so yeah, after a total of 5, we are moving to the next step. Okay, there was this chain 2 separating this. What you are going to do is to chain 2. Okay, go locate any middle. Okay, locate any middle you find over there and put a double crochet there, just 1, chain another 2, and now you are moving to the 3. We are come to deal with the next 3, which was on the same stitch. In the first stitch, put a total of 3 double crochets. So 2 double crochets, 1 and then 2, nicely, just like how we did here. Go in the middle, just put a double crochet there, and then in the last stitch, 2 again, 1 and 2, nicely. Okay, you are going to have something like this. Okay, and then you go along, chain your 2, do your shell in the shell, just 2 double crochets. It will be repetitive. The shell is actually very repetitive, so in some cases I'll be skipping that aspect, but you always know what to do. You will do a total of 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets, and it goes along. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to have, and you're going to chain your final 2 again and continue with your regular double crochet. For now, we are not doing any increase on the skirt yet, okay, to accommodate the hip area. We are just going raw. So yes, I'll meet you here, just double crochet along. I'll meet you over at the side, and then we begin the next one. I went around and it's time to slip stitch, but before that I'm going to do my last but 1 stitch nicely, and then finally slip stitch. Okay, in the first chain 2 I made, okay, which does not count as a stitch. Okay, so afterwards I'm going to chain 2 again, move to the next stitch, regular double crochet, just usually till I hit here, and then we continue our little cute design. We are yet here with our little cute design. So this is the last. I'm going to chain 2 as usual. You do your shell as usual. Okay, and then to the crucial moment. So we are going to chain 2. Okay, I'm going to chain 2. Okay, yarn over, just wrap the yarn around the hook. Okay, insert in the very first double crochet like this. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to have 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over again, move to the next double crochet, pull through. This time I'm going to have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, we are reducing. Okay, so we have reduced 1 stitch into 1, and then we are going to move to the next stitch with a double crochet, just like this. We are going to be left with last 2 stitches. This time I'm going to yarn over, insert, pull through. I'm going to have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over again, move to the next, pull through. I'm going to have 4 loops again, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to have 3 loops again, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, we just did some cute decrease, like, yeah, for the leaf detail. Afterwards, you are going to chain 2. So chain 2 nicely, and then you see the stand alone double crochet, which we did previously. I'm going to put a total of 3 on the stitch. Okay, so this is the first one, double crochet, second one, double crochet, and then the third one, nicely double crochet. You can see how cute this is. So we are going to do your repetition. Okay, whatever you did here with the decrease, you're going to do it at this side as well. So let's go over again. I'm going to chain 2, yarn over, insert in the very first double crochet, pull through. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, pull through. You have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and then regular double crochet in the next. And with the last 2, you are going to do the decrease again. So yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert in the last, pull through. You have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You now have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and then you chain 2, and then you do your shell stitch as usual. Okay, nicely done. Can see how the cute design is coming out already. So we are going to continue usually. Just chain 2, move to the very first double crochet, just double crochet, and then double crochet along usually, or till you get to the end. Okay, nothing much, just get here and let's see what we'll do next. So yeah, last but one stitch as usual, slip stitch, and moving to the next row. Okay, you chain 2 as usual, move to the next stitch, double crochet, and then double crochet till you get to this aspect, and then I'll show you what to do. So we are right here in the little detail. If you have not noticed, I changed 2 and did a shell already because that one is repetitive. So we are moving to this section. Okay, so chain 2, okay, and then we are going to do your cute decrease. Okay, so yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, you have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, you have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You will now be left with 4 hooks, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops to finally decrease and get this shape. Okay, and then you are going to chain 2, go to the very first double crochet and just place a single double crochet there, chain 2 once again, skip the middle, go to the next stitch, put a double crochet there, chain 2 again, do your decrease. To do it, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then you chain your 2 and you repeat your shell. Okay, nicely done. Full detail coming out perfectly. So the next row is when you start increasing on the hip area to, get some cute coverage. Okay, so afterwards you're going to chain 2, and you know what to do, your regular double crochet stitch all around till you get here, and we'll see what we'll do next. Guys, you're going to have something like this. This is when we do a little increase, okay, for some few rows to expand the hip area. Okay, so I like to place my stitch marker at a random sideways place because we want the increase to be on the sideways. Okay, so lay it clearly out, locate a random place. I think here will be fine. So we are going to do increase in this stitch, and then obviously we are going to do stitch increase because we start from the beginning. Okay, so you just place your stitch marker there, and then let's slip stitch and see how the increase will go. Okay, before we meet the little cute detail. So you are going to slip stitch first. There was the last stitch, so you are going to slip stitch nicely. Okay, and then you are going to chain a total of 2. In the next stitch, instead of putting 1, you are going to put 2 stitches. So 1 double crochet, the second one 2, nicely, and then you are going to double crochet. Okay, regularly till you meet this section. I'm obviously going to skip the shell section, so we'll meet over here, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, firstly, I'm done with the shell. We are going to work on here. Okay, so we are going to chain a total of 3. So 1 2 3. Okay, because we are skipping all over here and we are moving to this double crochet. Okay, we are going to put a total of 3 in the on top of the stitch. So first double crochet, and then second one, and then the third one, nicely. Okay, just like this, and we are going to chain a total of 2. Okay, and then we are going to put a total of 3 double crochets right over here. So this is going to be the first one. So 1 2, 3. Nicely. And then you are going to chain a total of 3. You skip this whole place. You are going right directly in the shell. You're going to do your regular shell, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Oh shit, I missed the stitch. Okay, nicely done. I'm going to chain 2. So chain 2 and then double crochet. So we are going to meet right here. I'll show you the increase. Is quite simple. Right here where the stitch marker is, go there with your first double crochet as usual, and then you're going to add an extra double crochet to make an increase. Okay, you can put your stitch marker right on top because we will be doing an increase in the next row. So put it in one of the stitches on top and then continue with your double crochet all around. We are just almost there with slip stitch and we go to the next row. Okay, I'm so excited. So we have gotten to the end of the row as usual, slip stitch. Okay, so insert your hook, slip stitch, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, this time don't increase in the same stitch. You're going to increase in the next stitch instead. So 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So 1 and then 2, nicely, just like this. And then continue with your regular double crochet stitches so you meet your detail. As usual, I'm going to skip here and then I'll teach you what to do. But it's the same repetition as what we did from the onset. So we are repeating this whole process all over again. I'm going to do it for another section so that you'll be used to it. Before I'll leave you guys to continue with the repetitive process. So yeah, I'll meet you over here. So yeah, I did my shell and we are moving to this section. Okay, I'm going to chain 2 as usual, like how we increased here to 5. From 3 to 5, we are going to do the increase here as well. So we are going to put a total of 2 double crochets in the first stitch, nicely, 1 double crochet in the middle, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. We are going to chain 2, look for the middle of the previous chain 2, and put a double crochet there, just a standalone double crochet, just like how we did here. And then you chain 2 once again. In this stitch, you put a total of 2 double crochets, and then in the middle stitch 1 double crochet, and then in the next stitch total of 2 again, increasing it to 5, nicely like this. And then you chain 2, and then you repeat your shell stitch, which is dominant. Okay, and then you chain your 2 double crochet as usual till you hit here where you are going to do your increase. So I'll meet you here again. Even though I've taught you previously, I'm going to demonstrate to you the increase as well. So we are at where the stitch marker is. We are going to put a total of 2. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch for the increase, and then you can put your stitch marker there back because you'll be increasing for the next 3 rows. Okay, and then double crochet all the way around normally till you hit here, and then you chain again. Okay, and double crochet right here. Let's meet here again because those ones are repetitive. The details is what matters. Let me pass you through again. End of the row, you chain your 2 double crochet in the next stitch. In the following stitch, put a total of 2 double crochet. So 1 and then 2, and then double crochet regularly till you meet the shell, and then I'll show you, I'll give you a recap of what to do next year. Just double crochet. I'll meet you there. Okay, so you chain your two, definitely do your shell, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets, and then we are going to do our decrease for this set of 5. So you are going to chain your 2 as usual, yarn over, insert into the first space, pull through. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through. You have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through, or 3 loops. Okay, and then put a double crochet in the next stitch. With the last 2 stitches, we are going to do a decrease. So yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and then you chain 2. And then we are going to increase here. So we are going to put a total of 3 double crochets right on top. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we are going to chain 2. First 2 stitches, we are going to decrease. So yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Put a double crochet in the next stitch, and then do your last 2 decrease here. Yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and then chain 2, and then do your shell. Okay, I'm speeding up with the shell because it's dominant. Okay, we chain 2, put a double crochet here, and then double crochet 2. You do your increase here. I'm not going to show you, but you know what to do anytime at the stitch marker. You do your 2 double crochet in one stitch, and then you put a the stitch marker right on top, so that you can also do your increase. We have 2 more rows to go with the increase of both sides to expand the hip, but I'm just loving it. I'll see you all around after increasing. I'll see you here when we begin the next row. So yeah, we are at the end of the row. I'm going to slip stitch as usual to join. We are going to do your row of increase. Okay, so you chain 2, move to the next stitch. Okay, double crochet regularly, and the following stitch put a total of 2, which counts as an increase for the hip area. And then we are going to double crochet regularly all around here. You meet your shell here, and then I'll give you a recap of what to do here. Okay, I finished my shell up, as you can see, and we are going to chain a total of 2. You're going to do your last decrease. Okay, so yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert in the final stitch right here, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, decreased nicely like how we did over here. And then I'm going to chain a total of 2. Okay, and then we are going to put a double crochet right on the first stitch. You chain 2, and then skip this middle, double crochet in the next. Okay, you chain 2. Okay, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain a total of 2, and repeat your shell in the shell. Okay, So this is going to be the last demonstration I'm giving you. There's not going to, when you continue by chaining 2 and doing your double crochet row, you are going to do your final increase here, and there will be no increase for the hip area. And we are going to continue with the regular rows. I'm going to leave a timestamp because it's basically repetition. Okay, I'm going to leave a timestamp of when we started this section. Okay, after this, and you can continue from there. Okay, springing out the leaf. If you have watched my dress tutorial, you know what I mean. This is quite simple. It's the same detail. Okay, so springing out the leaf, when it ends, you spring out a new leaf in the middle. As you can see, you have been springing out new leaves. But yeah, just go ahead. Let me demonstrate our last increase, and then I'll give you the rest of the information. Okay, so this is the last increase. You can now take off your stitch marker. There's no need to put it on again because we are going to do our last increase. Okay, so put a total of 2 here, 2 double crochets, 1 and then 2, and then continue with your regular double crochet. Okay, so double crochet, slip stitch. I'll be leaving the time stamp with the repetition, which starts exactly on this section. Okay, when you increase to 3. Okay, so I'll meet you. You can do this repetition till, you know, go along with this detail till you are, you know, satisfied with the length. I want mine a little bit short because I'm going to let the ruffles pop. Okay, so now you are on your own. Just go along. I'll meet you at the end of the row, and I'll put the timestamp on your screen so that you can know where to continue from each on the middle section. And it's going to be a repetition throughout, so you have satisfied with the length. Okay, so I did a total of 16 rows of double crochet. As I said, it's a repetition. Okay, so this is a total. I have a total of 4. Okay, you can increase the length. I don't want it too long. I want it, you know, on my tie, and then I would, you know, let the ruffles talk. Okay, I will let the ruffles talk. So our ruffles is not going to be the short one, it's going to be the long one. So yeah, I just left this to join. We are going to work on the ruffles. Quite simple skirts, guys. So we are going to chain a total of 2 as usual. 1, 2. You see, in the next stitch we are going to put a total of 2 double crochets. Anyway, guys, this is the yarn left. Okay, it won't be enough for the ruffles because we are doing some ruffles. It won't be, because this is a long ruffle, but if it was to be a short ruffle, this would be nice because we want this flare, you know, detail. So after 2, the next stitch, I'm just going to put 1 there. Okay, just 1 stitch, and then the following stitch put a total of 2. Okay, next stitch 1, the following 2 double crochets. So you are doing an interchange. Okay, 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet in the next simultaneously. Okay, so the next will be 1 and then 2 double crochet in the following. 1, 2 double crochet in the next. 1, 2 double crochet in the next, 1, 2 double crochet in the next, one, 2 double crochet in the next, and 1 stitch, and then 2 double crochet in the next, and 1, and then finally 2 double crochet over here. Okay, nicely. Okay, right now you are not beginning to see the ruffle detail, but it will show soon. So we are now getting to this section. Okay, we are working on the chains, the middle section. Okay, so in the next stitch on the chain, just put 1 double crochet. In the following, you put a total of 2. So 1, 2. In the next, 1 double crochet. In the following, a total of 2. 1 and 2. In the next, 1 double crochet. In the following, a total of 2. So we are going to do this repetition, okay? And we are targeting the chains, okay? So 1, okay, then 2 in the next, 1, 2, 1, 2, all around in the chains. Till you get to this side, you are going to continue with your 1, 2 repetition till you slip stitch, and then I'll show you what to do for the next row. So I did my 1, 2, 1, 2 increase, and I slip stitch to join, okay? So with the next row, we are going to increase in every 8 stitch, okay? So I'm going to chain a total of 2 as usual, which does not count as a stitch. So you start, so 1 is going to be the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the 8th stitch here, I'm going to put a total of 2 double crochets to increase. Okay, so 1, and then 2. Okay, just like this, and then we are going to double crochet. You start counting. This is going to be the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the 8th stitch we are going to put a total of 2, just like this. So 1 and the 2. So I'm going to repeat this increase, a total of 8, a total of 7. In the 8th stitch you put a total of 2. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. In the 8th stitch you put a total of 2, so 1 and then 2. So I'm going to do this repetition in every 8th stitch. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In every 8th stitch I'm going to do 2 double crochets. You can see that the ruffles are, beginning to show. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you what to do for the next row. My increase in every 8th stitch. Okay, so this was the last increase here, and I have already done 3 double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to slip stitch to join. Okay, so you just insert, pull through, And this time with the third row for the ruffles, we are just doing regular rows, okay, till you are satisfied with the length. We are actually we want this flare nature as you saw from the intro, okay. So that's what we are going in for, okay. So you chain 3, go to the next stitch, double crochet, and then double crochet regularly, just regular rows, no increase, no decrease. And you're going to repeat it for a number of rows. I'll give you the exact number of rows I end up doing. And yeah, like the skirt is quite simple. I'm just in love. So yeah, I'm just going around regularly. I'll slip stitch and do a number of rows, and I'll show you the number of rows I did for mine. So guys, I'm so excited. So this is the length of the ruffle. You can extend it, okay, to make it longer, but this is where my ball of yarn got me to. So yeah, I'm keeping it here. But when you check the original intro, you can see that the ruffle is a little bit longer. So yes, the longer the ruffle, the more cuter, okay, because the main body is short, so we are trying to get the flare version. But yeah, I'm so in love with the outcome. It looks soft, so cute. Looks so cute and beautiful, and yes, it fits perfectly, okay. It fits perfectly. This looks small on camera, but it's actually, you know, bigger than it looks, okay. And yeah, I want to take this opportunity to show you this yellow bag I've had in possession. I'll be making a similar tutorial, okay. I'll be making some in mustard, okay. And then I love the straps as well. I have it on sale on my yarn shop. You can check, because I sell accessories as well. I also sell plates, boards, craft boards for your yarn bags. And yes, now you have to add accessories to your dresses, okay. So we don't need to go raw. So yes, this is the skirt tutorial. I'm working on a matching top, okay, because I have more yarn, okay, and you need to purchase one for yourself, okay. I'm going to make a matching top. I know the original one had a matching top, but I don't know, maybe I'll switch it up and make something new. But yeah, if you also want the top that came with the original design, please let me know in the comment section. I'll do it for you as well. But yeah, anticipate for the matching top, okay. So yes, that will be the next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, please subscribe, and turn on your post notification if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.